The battle is on, folks. It's really, really amazing. It's just amazing. I've said it before. What's happening in America today? I never, ever imagined America would be this way. Crime through the roof. And it's like a third world country now. And our government want it that way. They want it to be this way. And so they're causing it. They're allowing it. They're causing it to happen. And the people are so emotionalized. They're so angry. They're so fake happy. They're so this and that. Even the Bible thumpers are some of the worst emotionally people I've ever seen. Very emotional. Very, very emotional, either up or down. But they know the Bible, and they're not questioning. Well, if I know the Bible, why don't I have peace? Why am I still afraid? They won't question it. Because if they question, they'll find the answer. And they really don't want the answer. Some people love pain. Some people love suffering. And they can enjoy going up and down emotionally in life. And you try to tell them, hey, you don't have to be that way. You can overcome that. They don't want to hear that. What? Don't take away the pain. And I want to give you an example of every day where it seemed to bring a new low for society.
Security cam video in downtown L.A. catches another violent robbery Monday. Robbers smashed the car window of a woman who had just left a watch repair shop and was stopped at a light near 8th Street. As she tries to run, the suspects chase her down in their car. Hitting her seconds later, she throws her expensive watch in a last-ditch effort to give them what they want.
Amazing, huh? That's in America. And that was downtown Los Angeles, I believe. So you take away the Second Amendment where the innocents cannot defend themselves from the criminal. This is what you got. No bail bonds. Let them out because of slavery. This is what you got. Get rid of the police officers. Blame them. Call them police brutality. This is what you get. And the government is not to blame, to be blamed by itself. It's the people too. We are the government. You vote in the government, the people vote in the government that they deserve. And I mentioned yesterday how there are people who are supporting anger. Anger, they say, is good. Well, you need anger. See, I told you they want to hold on to their misery. You need anger to defend yourself. You need anger for this or that. And this is all about anger and how it's being encouraged. Anyone who has anger, Satan is your daddy. You're worshiping the devil. Anger is evil. You can overcome anger. It's not something that you can control. You can't control it. It's a spirit that made a home in you, and you don't have enough money to control anger. There's not enough degrees. It's not enough titles. There's not enough anything to control anger. Anger will control you. Whomever has anger is a murderer. Not only are you killing you within, but it's killing others outside of you, inside of them. And you support it. Yesterday, the man involved in the mass shooting on a New York subway was arrested and charged with violating a law that prohibits terrorist attacks against mass transportation system. And this soundbite is from CNN on the subway shooting suspect arrested. Watch this.
My fellow New Yorkers, we got him.
Frank Robert James, the suspected gunman who opened fire on a subway train in Brooklyn Tuesday, now in custody. Patrol officers arresting James walking the streets in New York City's East Village today. The 62-year-old talked about violence and mass shootings in multiple rambling videos posted on YouTube, including this one uploaded Monday.
I've been through a lot of where I can say I wanted to kill people. I wanted to watch people die right in front of my face immediately. But I thought about the fact that, hey man, I don't want to go to no prison.
In other videos, James said he had PTSD and ranted about race, homelessness, and New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Police initially named James a person of interest because they found a credit card and keys to a rented U-Haul van at the scene. Later tracking down the vehicle, where sources say it appeared he may have spent the night.
Amazing. And that dumb mayor of New York, the new one they have, is the dumbest person I ever seen in my life. My fellow Americans, we got him. And then they have I think they have a black female police chief or something. And she's up there talking about, like, they did it. We did it. They didn't do anything, folks. It's being reported that this guy, James, whatever his name is, that alleged shooter, that he called a tip line or something like that. He reported himself. Hey, I'm over here at McDonald's, according to some of the reports. I'm over here. I hear y'all looking for me. And when they got over there, he was walking away or had walked away. And this stupid black mayor and stupid black police chief, a woman, and she tried to sound all tough, trying to get both of them, trying to get false glory for something they did not do. My fellow Americans, we got him. All false glory. They didn't do anything. And if they cared about the people in New York, the ones who are not committed the crimes, New York would be overflowing with police officers right now. They're not doing that. They put a woman in. Oh, we got to be nice. We got to look fair. We got to be right. So let's put a black woman in. We got to make up for slavery. May God have mercy upon America. According to the New York Post, in one since deleted post titled, "My Family, the Enemy." My family, the enemy. James said, and James is the alleged shooter, James said he blamed his father, 40%, for leaving him unprepared to face the world. He blamed his father, 40%, for leaving him unprepared to face the world. He went on to say, according to the New York Post, I take 60% of the blame because it's my life. I take 60% of the blame because it's my life, he ranted. It's my life, and I didn't know, and I didn't realize what I was up against. I understand. This guy is everybody in the world today. He's an extreme of the same evil pain, the lack of love, the void that every human being have, and if they don't overcome it, they can get to this extreme. Really. If family members, co-workers, bosses, your the person average person, the homeless, the murderer, the rapist, the richest, the poorest, the whitest, the blackest, the Chinese. Ever. It's the same spirit everywhere. And the Will Smith, it's the same spirit. It's in everybody until you're born of the Father. And if this is true that he said this, it makes sense. If you don't have a father in the home to be that example of love so that you could observe the love while growing up, you end up like this, or worse. But for one thing, you have anger and no peace, because anyone who has anger is worshiping the devil, all in the name of Jesus. But you lie and say you worship in Jesus. But if you don't have love, you're worshiping the devil. You might not be aware of it, but you are. Because Satan is of no love. He's of fear. This is yet another reason we got to point the right way to men to return to the Father. Come out of the wilderness, come out of it, and return to the Father. You have the government. The government is no different than James, this guy James, that has been accused of the shooting there in New York. Our government is the same. Frank James. Our government is the same. And the people who voted in the government is the same as Frank James, as Will Smith. It's the same. This is why you got to get to know yourself so that you can see what's going on within you, and seeing it will cause you to overcome it. But you don't see what's going on because you're living from the outside. You think the help is on the outside, and it's not. It's within you. There is a kingdom of heaven, whether you realize it or not or accept it or not. And if you doubt me, read the scriptures. You can do better than that. Look at yourself, get to know, pay attention. You'll see. And in that kingdom is paradise right here on earth. It's love. And love conquers all. Everybody is Frank James. He's just an extreme. But it's happening silently inside of you. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.